Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to share with you a dream that I had back in the summer of 2009, and it is very similar to the dream that I just shared, that I just uploaded, called The Snake and the Preacher. And so these two kind of go hand in hand, so I decided to go ahead and share this one as well. In this dream, I was on my way to church, and so when I got to the church, from the outside of the building was a very familiar place. When I got on the inside, it was not familiar at all. So I went ahead and went in and had a seat, waiting for the service to start. While I was sitting there, I noticed that there was a procession that was starting at the front of the church. And in this procession, there were coffins that stood upright with men in them. These men that were in the coffins all had on very bright colored suits. They started the procession from the front of the church, and they paraded from the front, passed by the platform, and went down the aisle all the way to the back of the church. So they were in, like I said, different color suits, and there were just several of them in this procession. And as they passed the front of the church, passing the platform, all of these men in the upright coffins were laughing. By the time each of them got to the back of the church, it was as if they were stripped naked and dead. Now, these coffins that were parading around the church, starting at the front and going all the way around, they were moving by themselves. But when they got to the back, like I say, they were stripped naked, and they were lying down in a horizontal position, and they were being pushed out of the building. And so, needless to say, I sat there perplexed. So then all of a sudden I felt, the need to get out of there. So as I ran out and I got to the outside of the building, I looked at what I had on. I noticed that I had on a bright colored skirt suit. It was bright green, as a matter of fact. I had on a bright green hat, like a church hat. Bright green shoes and stockings. And I thought, this is strange, because I would never wear anything like this. And as I looked and noticed what I had on, I asked the Lord in that moment, why do I have this? Why do I have these clothes on? Why do I have this outfit on? And he told me very clearly, he said, because you have conformed to their image and not my image. After he told me that, and I heard him say that clearly, I heard someone calling me over a loudspeaker from the church sanctuary. They were paging me over the loudspeaker. I was outside of the church, and I had a decision to make. Am I going to answer the page and go back, or I'm going to listen to what the Lord told me about conforming to their image as opposed to his image? And so at that moment, I had a decision to make, and so I decided to run as fast as I could out of there. And then that was the end of the dream. So I pray that in some way this will bless someone that hears this dream. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.